Hello coders, I hope you are coding well. In the previous video, we created admin service and we called post room API from our Angular application. And in today's video, we will create an API call to get all rooms with pagination in our Spring Boot application. So let's get started. So in our Spring Boot application, first of all, we need to create a DTO for the response, and to do this, we will right click on this DTO package and we will choose new Java class, and we will name this class as rooms response DTO. And after this, to get the getters and setters, we will annotate this class with @data annotation from Lombok. And after this, we need to send room DTO list, total pages and page number in this DTO. So we will write private and the data type of this will be list, and we will import it from java.util. And after this we will mention room DTO, and after this we will name this as room DTO list. And after this we need to send the total pages, so we will write private and the data type of this will be integer, and we will name this as total pages. And after this we need to send the current active page number, so we will duplicate this line and we will rename this to page number. And after this we need to create a method in rooms service implementation, so we will open this class, and in this class after the post room method we will start writing a new method, and this method will return rooms response DTO. And after this we will name this method as get all rooms, and in the params of this method we need to get the required page number, and the data type of this will be int, and we will name this as page number. And in the body of this method we need to create pageable, so we will mention pageable, and we will import it from org.springframework.data.domain. And after this we will name this as pageable, and in this pageable we need to set the page number and the search results per page, so we will write page request and we will import it from springframework.data.domain. And after this we will call of, and in the param first of all we need to pass the page number, so we will write page number. And after this, for the page size, let's give it as 6. And after this we need to call the room repository to get the results, so we will write room repository and we will call a method find all, and in the params of this method we will pass pageable. And after this we need to store the response, so we will write page, and after this we need to mention the entity which is room, and after this we will name this as room page. And after this we need to create an object of rooms response DTO, so we will mention rooms response DTO and we will name this as rooms response DTO. And after this we will initialize this with new rooms response DTO. And after this we need to set the data in this rooms response DTO, so we will write rooms response DTO and we will call a method set page number, and to get this page number we will use room page. And after this we will call get pageable, and at the end we will call get page number. And after this we will write rooms response DTO and we will call a method set total pages, and we can get this total pages by calling room page dot get total pages. And after this we need to set the rooms, so we will use rooms response DTO and we will call a method set rooms DTO list, and in this we will use room page, and after this we will apply stream, and in this we will get room, and after this we will call a method get room DTO, and at the end we will collect it to the list. And after this we will write a return statement and we will return this rooms response DTO. And with this our get all rooms method is completed. Now we need to create this get room DTO method inside the room entity, so we will open this room entity, and at the end we will start writing a new method, and this method will return room DTO. And after this we will name this method as get room DTO, and in this method we will convert room into the room DTO, so we will create an object of room DTO and we will name this as room DTO and we will initialize it with new room DTO. And after this we need to set the data in this room DTO, and first of all we need to set the ID, so we will use room DTO and we will call a method set ID. and in this we will pass the ID. And after the ID we need to set the name, so we will write room DTO dot set name, and in this we will pass name. And after the name we need to set the type, so we will write room DTO and we will call set type method, and in this we will pass type. And after the type we need to set the available, so we will write room DTO and we will call set available method, and in this we will pass available. And at the end we need to set the price of the room, so we will write room DTO and we will call set price method, and in this we will pass price. And at the end we will write a return statement and we will return this room DTO. And with this our get room DTO method is completed. Now let's go back to rooms service implementation, and on line number 44 we did a mistake, so we will copy this, and after the stream we need to call a method map, and in this we will mention room and then we will call get room DTO, and at the end we will copy this and we will open rooms service and we will mention it here. And after this we need to create an endpoint to call this method, so we will open rooms controller, and in this controller we will start writing a new method, and this method will return response entity. And after this we will name this method as get all rooms, and in the params of this method we need to accept the page number, so we will use @path variable annotation. And after this we need to mention the data type, which is int, and we will name this as page number. And in the body of this method we will write a return statement and we will use response entity and we will call .ok method, and in this we will use room service and we will call a method get all rooms, and in the params of this method we will pass page number. And at the end we will annotate this method with @getMapping annotation, and for the URL we will set /rooms/page number. And with this our get all rooms API with the pagination is completed. Now let's run our application. And as you can see our application is up on port 8080 without any errors. Now let's go to the Postman and let's test our get all rooms API call. And in the Postman from request types we need to select get, and after this we need to give the basic URL, which is http localhost 8080, and after this we need to give the controller URL, which is /api/admin, and after this we need to give the endpoint URL, which is /rooms, and then we need to pass the page number and let's give it as 0. And after this we will open the authorization tab, and from the type we will select bearer token, and this input we need to pass the token. So let's go to the login API call, and in this let's log in as admin, and as you can see we got our JWT token. Now let's copy this and let's go back to the API call and let's paste the token here. And after this we will click on this send button to call the API, and as you can see we got 200 OK, and in the response we can see room DTO list, and after this we are getting total pages as 1, and after this we are getting page number as 0. Now let's open this room DTO list, and as you can see in this we are getting the room details, and for this response we are getting 2 rooms. And after this let's go back to our IntelliJ, and in our Spring Boot application for the page size let's update it to 1, and after this we will run our application again. And as you can see our application is up again. Now let's go back to the Postman, and in the Postman let's call the API again, and as you can see we got 200 OK, and in the response this time we got only 1 room because the page size is 1, and in the total pages we got 2. And after this let's update the page number and let's set it to 1, and after this we will click on this send button, and as you can see we got 200 OK, and this time we got the second room, and this time the page number is 1. And that's it for today's video. In the next video we will call this API from our Angular application.